This is Appalling News. I'm Paul Chappell. We're starting off with a dumb young thing.
Can I just be honest? I hate America! I hate capitalism! I hate the housing crisis! I hate landlords! And I don't want to work ever again!
She hates America, apparently. She hates capitalism, hates the housing crisis, hates landlords, and she doesn't want to work ever again. We received your message loud and clear. Thank you. First of all, we have no clue what it is you are sporting on your noggin. Is it one of those hair dryers that attach with a hose to the exhaust of a vacuum cleaner? Our mother had one of those. It is clear to us you are practicing for your upcoming TED Talk. Perhaps you could expand on your thesis. What alternative country would you prefer to live in? We hear Venezuela is popular. You hate capitalism, but those are a nice pair of wireless headphones you've got around your neck. You hate your landlord. Is it because your accommodations at the Ritz-Carlton are not up to your standards? Finally, you don't want to work ever again. This might come as a shock to you, but not working has a cascading effect on the aforementioned items you articulated so brilliantly. Working would actually alleviate your suffering and most likely your housing predicament. But then again, we're not privy to the schooling you took to make yourself unemployable. Perhaps majoring in anti-patriarchy, blind socialist immigrant lesbian pottery classes was not the best choice. Back here in Canada's center of the universe, Toronto, mighty Mayor Olivia Chow has floated the idea of inflicting a rain tax on homeowners with hard surfaces on their property, causing an excess of water to go into the sewer systems. The city has asked residents to participate in what they have called the Stormwater Charge and Water Service Charge consultation. What this usually means is that it is already a done deal. And here we thought that the entire purpose of a sewer system was to collect water, but apparently our rickety old service can't handle excess water, which results in flooded basements. But how will they assess the households? Rain does not fall equally across this vast city. Will they make a distinction between the water-absorbing qualities of grasses, such as Kentucky bluegrass, tall fescue, or Eremichola operodes? What happens when there are droughts? Will residents with extremely absorbent acreage be penalized for starving the sewer system of water? Will the rain tax go into actually upgrading Toronto's sewer system? No, of course not. It will go into maintaining programs like anti-patriarchy, blind socialist immigrant lesbian pottery classes. Dear America, the greatest country in the world, the only thing we'd like to know is this really the best you can do? Now, we know there are many of you out there that would lay down your lives for either of these candidates, and you're already mad at us and furiously unsubscribing for making this assertion, but you know, deep down, you could do better. Even if we randomly pick two top-performing politicians, such as Democrat Abigail Spanberger and Republican Dusty Johnson, two people you probably never heard of, but just listen to their CVs. Abigail is a former CIA operative. She spent 8 years in clandestine service in counterterrorism and counter-narcotics. Her areas of focus in Congress include making workforce training more affordable and accessible and improving broadband internet service. President Biden is still wondering where the crank on his iPhone is. Dusty calls himself a detail-focused policy wonk, is the top Republican on the House Agricultural Subcommittee overseeing the USDA's operation and nutrition programs, agriculture is a top industry in South Dakota, and Johnson aims to continue securing more help and funding, not to cast aspersions on your favorite golf cheater, but wouldn't you want a president named Dusty? That would be so cool. And don't they just sound like two highly qualified, youthful candidates? Neither of them will be traveling between the Oval Office and the Lincoln Library at the White House on a scooter with an oxygen tank. Both of them can put coherent sentences together and use verbs. And we are absolutely certain that nobody in America wants Kamala Harris. From up here on the other side of the border, both Trump and Biden seem more like afraid of losing choices. That has never been our image of America. There is not a single coach that tells their team, go out there and not lose. In fact, when teams play cautiously, they almost always lose. It's not the America we look up to. This is Appalling News, and that's the way it is. Shut up!